Hello fans, welcome to another piece of news. Today we have a bombshell that is shocking all Pittsburgh Steelers fans. But first, if you are not yet subscribed to our news channel, then take this opportunity to subscribe. Leave a like here too. Because these videos are a lot of work to make, and we bring everything here to you firsthand. Now, today we have two bombshells. Let's go to the first one today. Aaron Rodgers' former teammate could be the Steelers' next target. The NFL's backstage area is still busy, and the Pittsburgh Steelers' name continues to be the center of speculation, especially when it comes to strengthening the aerial attack. Even with Calvin Austin III being considered the team's current WR2, the Steelers' management is still keeping an eye on the market, and one name is starting to gain traction in the Pittsburgh corridors: Christian Watson. Watson, the Green Bay Packers' second-round pick in 2022, already has a history with Aaron Rodgers. The two worked together in the wide receiver's rookie season, and despite the ups and downs, the number 9's explosive talent has never gone unnoticed. Now, with the Packers full of young receivers and Watson recovering from a serious knee injury, the path to a change of scenery may be opening up. The moment is not the best for the player. After suffering a torn ACL in the final game of last season against the Chicago Bears, Watson faces a long recovery process. On the other hand, he is entering the final year of his rookie contract, which makes him a relatively cheap trade target, exactly the kind of gamble the Steelers love to make, even coming off an injury. Watson's potential is impressive. In 3 seasons in the league, he has already accumulated almost 1,700 yards and 14 touchdowns. Considerable numbers for a player who has faced physical problems in almost every year. If healthy, the 26-year-old wideout could bring exactly what Pittsburgh's offense lacks: explosiveness, speed and depth alongside DK Metcalf. The situation in Green Bay also makes things easier. The Packers invested heavily in the wide receiver position in the 2025 draft, including the first-round pick of Matthew Golden. With names like Romeo Doe, Jaden Reed, Savion Williams, and Mecole Hardman on the roster, it wouldn't be surprising to see Watson run out of space when he returns from his injury. The big question is it worth the risk? ACL recovery typically takes 9 to 12 months, which means Watson would be unlikely to be ready for the start of the season. But if Pittsburgh is thinking long-term and willing to take a chance on a talent who is familiar with Aaron Rodgers' style, now might be the time to make a move. Of course, none of this makes sense if the price is high. But if the Packers are willing to trade Watson for an affordable price, the Steelers could very well surprise and add another weapon to the offense. Banking on the chemistry that already exists between the veteran QB and the young receiver, the Black and Gold Nation knows, in the NFL, what seems risky today can be what defines the success of a season tomorrow. And if Christian Watson gets the chance to don the black and gold and rediscover himself alongside Rodgers, who doubts the damage they can do together? Steelers are advised to go after former second-round pick to bolster the offense. The Pittsburgh Steelers are keeping an eye on the market to strengthen their roster, and the need for more depth at tight end is increasingly evident. With injuries piling up in the sector during minicamp, the name of Kmet from the Chicago Bears is starting to circulate among possible reinforcements for the black and gold offense. Kmet, chosen in the second round of the 2020 draft, has been one of the most consistent tight ends in the NFL in recent years, even playing in a shaky offense in Chicago. The number 85 managed to record at least 50 receptions in each of the last 3 seasons, proof that he can be a reliable weapon, something that would fit very well alongside Pat Freiermuth in Pittsburgh. The timing, in fact, seems propitious. The Bears invested heavily in the offense in this 2025 draft, including the selection of the promising Colston Loveland in the first round for the tight end position. With the rookie on the rise and the arrival of other talents such as wide receiver Luther Burden and Romo Duns, It would not be surprising to see Kmet taking a back seat in Chicago. Meanwhile, in Pittsburgh, the situation is worrying. Rookie J.J. Galbraith, a hopeful reinforcement for the sector, missed minicamp due to an injury that has not yet been detailed. To make matters worse, veteran Donald Parham Jr., recently signed, also suffered a serious injury and is expected to miss the entire season. Currently, Freiermuth and Darnell Washington are the only healthy names available besides Connor Hayward, who acts more as a wild card between tight end and fullback. The arrival of Kmet could not only give Aaron Rodgers more security in the passing game, but also offer a quality alternative if injuries haunt the sector again. With 47 receptions, 474 yards, and 4 touchdowns last season. Even in an irregular Bears attack, the 25-year-old still has a lot to offer. Furthermore, unlike names like Kyle Pitts or Jonnu Smith, who have also been rumored in Pittsburgh, Kmet represents a more discreet but equally useful reinforcement. And we know, for the Steelers, collective work and players who do the basics well often make all the difference. There's nothing official yet, but with training camp approaching and the need for depth on the roster increasing, it wouldn't be surprising if Chicago's phone rings from 412. And, who knows? Cole Kmet could be the next to Dan the Black and Gold, ready to help Pittsburgh compete strongly in 2025.